Revelation chapter 18 reveals the final and complete destruction of Babylon the Great. This name is understood symbolically in two ways. First, as religious Babylon, the false religious system that deceives the nations. Second, as commercial and political Babylon, the entire global system of godless commerce, luxury, and power. The chapter unfolds as a dramatic narrative of judgment. A powerful angel announces the fall of Babylon. The city, once great, is now a haunt for demons and evil spirits, because it corrupted all nations with its false doctrine, the wine of her fornication, and excessive luxury. Then, a voice from heaven calls out, commanding God's people to come out of her, to avoid sharing in her sins and punishment. This is a call to spiritual separation from all aspects of the Babylonian system. Her sins have piled up to heaven, and God has remembered them for judgment. The principle of judgment is clear. She will be paid back double for her deeds and forced to drink the cup of suffering she gave to others. Because she lived in proud, arrogant luxury, feeling like an invincible queen, she will be struck with plagues, death, mourning and famine, and utterly burned with fire in a single, sudden day of judgment. Three groups who profited from Babylon mourn her destruction from a safe distance, afraid of sharing her fate. The rulers who committed spiritual adultery with her through political alliances. The merchants who grew rich from her insatiable appetite for luxury goods, from gold and jewels to slaves and human souls. The seafarers whose livelihoods depended on her massive trade network. Their laments highlight the city's immense wealth and power, now vanished in 1 hour. In stark contrast to the world's mourning, heaven, saints, apostles, and prophets, is called to rejoice, because God has avenged them by judging their persecutor. Finally, a mighty angel throws a huge millstone into the sea, showing how Babylon will be violently and permanently thrown down, never to be found again. The sounds of life, music, industry, marriage, will be forever silent within her. The ultimate reason for her judgment is that she was found guilty of the blood of all God's people murdered throughout history. The key themes are clear: divine justice. God's judgment is sure, complete, and perfectly proportional to the crime. Separation from the world believers must not be entangled in the world's corrupt religious and economic systems. The vanity of worldliness, all earthly wealth, power, and luxury are temporary and will be utterly destroyed.